Jay, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jay, you suck.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going, dude? How you doing? Good? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing grand. Hope your life is fucking sick. Hope it's better than mine. Mine's going fine. It's okay. You know? It's going okay. It's pretty good. I feel like I'm being slightly productive or as productive as I well, no, not as productive as I can be. I could be way more productive. I constantly feel like I'm not doing enough. Like the amount of productivity I get done is a small fraction of what I could be doing, and that's depressing and it hurts my brain. But at the same time, I'm happy with the little productivity that I'm getting done. It's more than nothing, dude. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that. When I'm feeling bad, like I'm not doing enough, I have to remind myself, hey man, at least you're not doing anything. Because sometimes I overwhelm myself so much with the things that I could be doing that you end up just sitting there staring at a wall going, you know what? I guess I'm just fucked. And you should never do that. At least get something done. Just focus on one thing and get that done, and hopefully it'll lead to another thing and another thing and another thing, and before you know it, you'll get more done than you ever thought was possible. Anyway, hope you're doing good. Hope your life's good. Hope you have a clean fucking room, because I don't. Hope your room is cleaner than mine is, because mine's dirty as shit. I don't know if you're watching this podcast right now, and if you are, I don't know if it was noticeable on camera, but it was a struggle to walk to this seat because, I mean, you probably can already see a bit of clutter in this frame, but I try and frame it out enough where you don't see the main fucking pile up that's happening in my room at all times. But it's bad right now. It's at an all-time what the fuck am I doing, you know? It amazes me how I don't notice a mess. I don't. It's like I do and I don't. There'll be moments of, oh, Jesus, there's fucking like 10 water bottles over there. That's a conservative estimate. There's more than that. That was just an example. I'm not actually pointing to a bunch of fucking water bottles on the fucking dresser right now that I have no idea why I don't just recycle them right now. Like, why am I leaving them the fuck out? What the fuck am I doing? It's a hypothetical thing. It's not like I'm actually pointing to 15 water bottles on the dresser chilling there right now. It's not real. It's fake. It's a figment. Anyway, it's not like there's like several opened boxes from packages that I've had just scattered around the floor, you know? That's not a real thing. It's just a hypothetical. At one point, that might be in the room. It's not like it's actually here right now and I'm looking at the boxes, dude. It's a fucking mess in here, man. And I have moments of like, damn, but they block out, you know? They block out for enough time for the dams, for the specific spots of the room that bum you out to build up to the point where the whole room bums you out, you know? It's like I notice a clean fucking room. A clean, just hell yeah, dude. Sparkly, clean room. I notice it, but I don't notice a mess, and I don't know what that is. I don't notice my own mess. I don't know if there's a defense mechanism of the human brain to make you not feel like such a slob that you end your life immediately. I don't know what it is, but it very much, there is something in my brain that's like, listen, man, it's not so bad. You're fine. Just keep pushing through. Just focus on the other shit you need to get done. It's more important than fucking making your immediate living space not the most cluttered thing in your life, you know? I don't know. I've said this on the podcast before. Maybe it's true. Maybe the whole cluttered mind thing is true. A cluttered room is a cluttered mind. True. And then everyone always tries to undermine that by being like, well, did you know that creative people have messy rooms? It's okay that my room is messy because I'm creative. Everyone likes to have an excuse for something because it like some good thing is that thing. You know? Do you know what I'm saying? I've talked about this example, right? There was some sort of article that I read or some sort of video that I saw online that was like, you know, tequila is actually healthy for you? In what context, dude? Everyone changes the context so that their fucking flaw or bullshit is chill. You know? Instead of getting rid of the thing that you know is fucking up your life, you go, hey, no, it's good because of this. No, it isn't. It's bad. Okay? You know it's bad. You know what you're saying is full of shit. Tequila is actually healthy? In what context, dude? One shot cleans you out? Yeah. 20 of them a night kills your brain, dude. Stop drinking it. My room's just messy because I'm creative. Yeah, but you know what? Creative people have messy rooms because they're focusing on a bunch of other shit, or their mind is just so all over the place that they can't concentrate on one thing. But at the same time, eventually, when they get their shit together, they clean their fucking room, dude. I'm not looking at the mess in here going, oh my god, I'm so creative. I'm looking around going, hey, clean it up, fuckface. Because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to be like, hey, man, you're a piece of shit. Fix it. I think that's beneficial. I think you can be hard on yourself as long as, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be like, hey, man, you're a piece of shit. Go die now. Go find a hole to end your life in. Don't do that. But I think there is a benefit to being like, listen, man, there's 37 water bottles on your dresser. Recycle them, fuckface. There's 47 water bottles sitting next to your bed. Drink them, recycle them. Dumb fuck. That's not real. That's hypothetical. There's no 120 water bottles on the dresser. That's not real. Is it? I don't know. Anyway, what the fuck was I going to talk about, man? I'm sorry. I apologize for saying that. I shouldn't be saying that on the podcast. What am I going to talk about? I should be prepped, and I am prepped. I'm just being a fucking asshole right now. I'm prepped. I got shit to talk about. It's written goddamn down, so I don't know why I did the refrain of, what am I going to teach? Shut up, Jake. Anyway, yeah. Excuses, man. I don't like them. You know why? Because I make them. And every time I make one, I'm like, shut up, dude. You know, there are reasons why you don't do things, and there are legitimate excuses, but I feel like 90% of excuses are just shit we fucking make up. That's why it's messy because it's creative, because I'm creative. It's actually messy because of a good thing. No, it isn't. It's messy because you fucking are fucking up and you need to clean your goddamn room. You know? It's like drunk people. You ever have drunk people be like, oh my god, I'm a different person when I'm drunk. I'm such a different person. Oh my god, I don't even know who I become when I'm drunk. No, you do though, because you're saying that now. You know? Oh my god, I'm a totally different person when I'm drunk. Yeah, but you're the same person that you are now when you picked up the bottle, right? At one point, you were sober and you decided to grab the bottle knowing it changes you. So guess what? You're the same person. You just think, oh, the alcohol is the excuse for me to be a fucking asshole. I've seen people, man. I've dated people who drink, and then once they drink, they think it's carte blanche to be a fucking piece of shit. And guess what? It's not. And then the next day, the person's like, I don't remember any of that. And it's like, you don't? Well, then stop drinking. How is that an excuse? That's an excuse that baffles me all the time. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I was blackout. Hey, well, then don't get blackout. I've been blackout drunk once in my life. Guess what I never did after that happened one time? Did it again. You know why? Because the outcome of what happened was bad. All right? I was drinking one night, and I had a little bit too much to fucking drink, okay? I was out having a good time. I made the mistake of drinking during the day, which is always a mistake, which is something that no human being should ever do, is drink all fucking day. You know what happens when people drink all day? Riots, okay? Kegs and eggs riots. My brother went to fucking SUNY Albany, and they used to have this thing every year called Kegs and Eggs. I've never been to it, but it's a thing where a bunch of fucking bros go and they get wasted with kegs while they eat some eggs, right? And they drink from fucking 9 a.m. to 9 at night. And guess what happened eventually? One year, they were doing kegs and eggs. People got really fucking drunk. A bunch of drunk, probably Italian, probably Irish fucking idiots were like, yo, let's go start some fucking shit. They started breaking cars. They started fucking destroying property. They started having a riot because they were too drunk during the day mixed in with their heritage. Their drunkenness and their heritage combined to be fucking dumb assholes. And guess what happened? Kegs and Eggs was canceled because that's what happens when you drink during the day. You either black out completely or you black out completely and break shit. There is no good ending to I'm drinking all day and night. There's no, and you know that too. That's the thing. If somebody right now is like, no, dude, I like day drinking. Fine, dude, but then you like the experience of the chaos. That's why you do it. Right? If somebody gets blackout drunk all the time, whatever, man. That's your life choice. If I'm hanging out with you and you do some fucked up shit and the next day I go, you did this fucked up shit, and you're like, oh, I was blackout. I go, that's fine, man. See you later. But if the next day you go, oh, I'm so sorry for what I did. I was blackout. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't get that way. Hey, man, don't get that way then. You are the person you are sober when you're blackout. You're the same human. It's not like the cops will go, oh, they were blackout, so I guess the crimes don't stick. I guess we'll forget you broke the windows of that car because you were blackout, dude. No. You go to jail, dude. I have a story about someone going to jail that I can't talk about in here. But guess why they went? Because they were blackout, dude. Because they got so drunk, they didn't know what was happening, and the next thing you know, they woke up in jail. What? Anyway, I was drinking a lot, and I always told myself if I ever got blackout drunk, I would never drink again. I feel like I just slurred that. Am I drunk right now? I always told myself if I ever got blackout drunk, I almost fucked it up again. Dude, I'm wasted. I'm wasted on fucking 2 sips of coffee and no sips of water. Hell yeah, dude. I love how I slur my words on a podcast that I'm the only person talking on. What a fucking irresponsible cunt I am. Let's do a podcast. Let me do a podcast where only I talk and then have the audacity to slur my words like a fuckface. Anyway, I was getting very drunk. I started drinking during the day. Always a mistake. We kept drinking. Then, big mistake, I went to a bar that I like a lot at like 10 o'clock. Right? Wasn't even that late. That's the thing. That's the thing when you day drink, is you black out at midnight. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like you black out late in the night like a normal human being. When you day drink, you black out at a time where people go to sleep. Okay? Where normal, sober people are still awake, you can't remember what's happening. So I went to my favorite bar after drinking all day, which don't ever do that. You know why? Because if you're somebody who's a regular at a bar or has a bar you like, if it's a bar you go to where the people who work there know you and are nice and give you free shit, don't ever go there when you've been drinking all day. I know it seems like a fun, cool idea, but it's going to result in brain cells dying and you losing memories permanently. So if you want that to happen, go right ahead. If you don't, go home. Okay? Or go to a new place where they don't like you or don't want you there because you're too drunk. Don't go to a place you're familiar with where they're like, you're a little bit drunk, but here's a free shot. Don't do that. Anyway, I went to this place, and immediately upon entering, free shots, dude. Oh, that sucks. Or no, my friends bought shots, right? That's bad too. Don't hang out with people who buy shots because then they set the tone. Don't bring people you like to a bar. Don't bring people you don't like. No, I like those people. They're fine. Do I though? I kind of don't like them. But anyway, don't bring people to a bar that you like if they're going to order shots. Because what happens is, as a person who's a regular at the bar, you'll probably get free shots, right? If you're not an asshole, if the people like you in any sort of a way, you'll probably get a free shot or two. Okay? I don't want you to expect this. Don't expect this. Just go into a bar, be a nice person, go there a couple of times. I'm sure you'll get something for free. Anyway, because what happens is they order shots, and then the bartender knows that they like shots, and then they also like you, so then you get free shots, and then you just drink a lot of shots, and you want to fucking die. Anyway, they got shots. Then I think at a certain point we got free shots. Mistake. So these are, 2 rounds of shots on top of a day of drinking. And then I'm drinking Guinness like a fuckface. And then my friends leave and I'm finishing my beer and I'm so fucking drunk. I'm so drunk. I'm woozy. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I remember everything. I remember all of this. I remember all of being very fucking drunk, them leaving, me being like, dude, I should get out of here, but I got to finish this beer. So I finish the beer, and then I ask if I can close out. Then I close out, and then right after I sign my check, another beer plants on the table. Because I was friends with the bartender, and she's a nice person, and she doesn't know how drunk I am, and she's just like, hey, have another one, dude. You're chill. Stick around some more. And I'm like, you don't understand what's happening to my body right now. So because I don't want to waste a beer, instead of being a fucking idiot, or instead of being a smart person and not drinking it, instead, I chose to be a definite fucking idiot and going, don't want to waste a beer, so I chug it as fast as I can. Oh, dude. What a smart dude. Drank all day, wasted as hell, get a free beer you don't want because if you feel like if you drink it, you'll fucking die, and instead of not drinking it, instead of explaining the situation or not explaining the situation, just leaving the bar, you go, don't want to waste that. Good. You down a beer that people are like, why would you ever down that? It's heavy as fuck. First of all, I mean, it is heavy, but it's not that heavy. It's like chugging a coffee, which I guess is unpleasant. So I get it. You know what? I do get it. A Guinness is not the best to chug, but I did it and was like, hey, I feel bad. Anyway, let me go get a quesadilla. Because I can't end the night without a quesadilla, bro. That's what I do. I get some beers. It's funny because after after this night, I think 100% of the time what I would do is I would go get a quesadilla, bring it to the bar, eat it, then I would drink, right? So that way your stomach is full enough to make you go, hey, enough with the beer already. Instead, this time I didn't eat much at all, drank all fucking day, drank past my limit, and then was like, let me get a quesadilla. So I go to the taco truck, I buy a quesadilla, and the last thing I remember is looking at the road for a cab. That's the last thing I remember. Next thing I know, I wake up in my own puke. Next thing I know, I wake up and it stinks like shit and there's a puke stain on my fucking bed. Right? With some puke still there. Do you feel like throwing up right now? I feel like throwing up telling the story. You know why? Because I was present for it. I have a picture in my mind and a smell in my nose right now from that. Okay? And on top of that, not only did I black out and I was fucking wasted, but my friend, or my roommate rather, I have like fucking 20 texts from her. Hey, that's not a good time. That's not a good way to wake up hungover is next to some puke that you don't remember happening and your roommate texting you 20 times. Immediately I'm flooded with panic and my face is fucking sweating and I'm like, what did I do? What happened? What the fuck? Holy shit, I actually blacked out. I've never done this before. Why did I drink all day? I'm a fucking idiot. Why is there so much puke? How do I get rid of this puke? What the fuck am I doing? So I look at the text and it's all like, hey dude, where's the towel? I left a towel out for my sister. Where's the towel? Like, why aren't you responding? What's going on? I don't understand. That's not cool. Da 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 da. So I forgot that my roommate was having her sister stay over. So I get blackout drunk, and then it's her first day, her sister being there. She goes to take a shower. There's no towel there. She probably is texting me while I'm in my room, and I'm just not responding to it. Who knows what sounds I'm making, right? Who knows how much noise I made coming in the night before? Who knows what the fuck is happening? So I get up, and I can't find the towel. I'm looking for the towel. I have no idea where it is. I'm looking for it. Also, I got to clean up the rest of this fucking puke, whatever's happening. Anyway, I'm freaking out. Where are my keys? I'm trying to leave the apartment so I can buy something. My whole thought is like I need water, which I can get from the faucet, but also I was like I need a big jug. Anytime I get super drunk or I'm super hungover, I just need a giant bottle of water, okay? Just so I have it and I know I have it and I can chug it and it's great. Anyway, I'm like I need water, I need food, I need to get a towel, I need to figure out this shit. Where are my keys? So I finally just look inside the fridge, or I finally am like, I look everywhere, and then I finally go, I open the fridge, and I see half an eaten quesadilla and my keys next to the bin. I was so fucking blackout drunk, my keys were in the fridge. I woke up next to puke, my keys were in the fridge, and I stole my roommate's sister's towel. That's a bad time. Anyway, I text my roommate and I go, hey, I think I blacked out last night. I don't know what happened. I am very sorry. And to my roommate's credit, she immediately became very concerned. It was like, it's all good. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I'll get a towel for your sister. I'll buy her a towel. So I cleaned up the rest of the puke. And then I looked into and then I went to throw out the shit, right? And I realized I had a garbage bin full of puke and a towel. So in the middle of the night, I guess I started puking in my sleep, which is how people die sometimes, you know? Which is how, you often hear about like, hey, don't get too drunk because you might choke on your vomit and die. So I did that. Oh, thank God I didn't choke and die, but I did get so drunk that I fell asleep and yacked. Oh my God, what a fucking dumb idiot I am. Anyway, so I clean up the puke, throw it in the bin, and I see the towel. So I must have in the middle of the night started puking, got up, don't remember any of this, got up, grabbed whatever towel was in the bathroom. I got my towel and the one that was meant for her sister, and I threw them both in the fucking trash. Because I wiped up my puke as best I could, and I threw them both in the trash. So I went out, I bought a new towel, I came back, I bought all these fucking products. I bought every product. I looked up online, I was like, how the fuck do you get puke out of a mattress? And that took me fucking 5 hours and like 2 weeks to get it the fuck out of the goddamn mattress. I had to be cleaning this thing thoroughly for a long time. I had to like dump powder on it and leave it there for days. It was a bad time. Anyway, I say all this to say, I say this all with the message of, or the conclusion of, I got blackout drunk, and it was not even the top 10 worst experiences that a blackout drunk person has had, right? It was bad for me. I hated it, and I don't like what happened, and it was fucked in my head. But that one night was enough for me to go, let me never do that again. And I've never done it since. I've never drank that much. I don't drink during the day. And if I do, I stop before the nighttime, you know? Okay? I at least have a nap in between, and I don't binge drink into fucking the darkness, you know? I don't binge drink from 9 a.m. till midnight. Don't do that. You know what I do? I drink at night if I'm going to drink, and I don't get drunk enough to forget the things in my head. Because I had one shitty fucking time, okay? So I say all this to say, if you have a friend who constantly apologizes for blacking out, look them in the face and go, hey, if you're sorry about blacking out, stop doing it. Okay? This is my intervention on you. If you feel bad about something, don't do it anymore. Okay? That's it. Don't do something shitty and then apologize like I'm gonna... If you keep doing the shitty thing, your apology is bullshit, you know? I understand that some people are alcoholics and they can't control it, or it's very hard to stop, but at the same time, it's like, stop. I don't know. I come from a family of alcoholics. And I'm glad, I guess I'm just happy that I don't have that gene. I don't know. Sometimes I think I might, though. I don't know. I don't drink. I guess not. I guess I don't. If I got blackout and then I was like, well, I'm not doing that again, and I haven't done that ever since. That was like 4 years ago, I think I got blackout. You know, never say never. I may fucking mark my words right now. I may fucking sound like an asshole in 2 years. I don't know if I'll never black out again, but I sure as shit am going to try not to. Anyway, that was the end of, that was the timer for the first half. I'll see you guys in the second half. What's up? I'm back. Yeah, man. Just if you're doing something that you don't want to be doing, that you think is mean or shitty, stop doing it. And I'm also saying this to say that, like, not in the context of drinking, this isn't the case, or getting blackout specifically, this isn't the case. That's just the thing that someone said to me that bothered me. But I've had instances of that thing of, like, I keep doing the same thing that is bothering somebody or shitty towards somebody, and I apologize for it, and I guess I'm saying it for the sake of that person, because I was that person in this instance of, like, hey man, well, stop drinking or stop getting blackout drunk. But I've been the person being like, I'm sorry I did this. And then the person's like, yeah, well, stop doing it then. To myself, I'm that person. What shit that I do towards myself that I shouldn't be doing? You know? Wasting fucking time. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be wasting time. And then my own brain, I have both those people in my fucking head. I have the person who's like, I'm so sorry I did that again. Why am I doing that? I'm wasting so much time. And then the other guy is in my head going, yeah, well then stop then, fuckface. So I sympathize with both. I sympathize with the person who is being affected by the stupid fucking thing that you just wish somebody would stop doing. But I also sympathize with the person who can't stop doing that thing. I get it. It's tough. I guess what I'm saying is I recognize that in those instances when I was the person going, I'm sorry, I was wrong. What I'm saying is the other person is right. And most of the time they don't say it to you shitty like that. They don't break it to you that aggressively. They're just like, it's all good. Because that's what I did with the blackout drunk thing. I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, but like, you know, I don't have a good time when that happens. That's as nice as I could put it. I don't like when you're like that. I like it now. You see how we have a good time when you are remembering what's happening and you don't have alcohol in your system? That's a fun time, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, can we just do that? Can we just do that? And the person's like, yeah, I would love that. But, you know, that person has their own issue where they're like, I prefer this, but I got to grab that drink. You know, we all have that. I mean, I have that with video games to a degree. I would love to not play this right now, but also, the Doom DLC is out. So might as well dump 15 hours into it. Oh, man. It's funny with video games because as you get older, you realize the reason why people shed things. And people always say it's like, oh, well, because you get older, you're an adult. You can't be playing video games when you're an adult. But nobody defines what that means. But then you realize, like, oh, what people really mean is you're an adult. You don't have time to do it. The older you get, the more aware of how little time you have left on this earth. So you start to hopefully more and more spend your time on things that you think are necessary, and you start shedding the things that you don't think are necessary or that you think are wasting large amounts of time that are very precious to you now because you're going to fucking die soon. That you start shedding those things. You start finding out which of those things you don't want, and you shed it. And for a lot of people, that's video games. And that's what they actually mean. I wonder if as a child I would understand what they were saying or just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm 15. I got all the time in the world. You dumb. I wonder if it is better just to say to a young kid like, hey, you'll get old. You get older. You can't be playing video games when you're old. You just won't be doing it. And it's like, well, if it's your career, I think it might be. Otherwise, yeah, you'll probably play less and less if you want to have a productive life. Or you won't, and then your life will be destroyed. You know? 9 hours a day of video games and you don't make money on it. That's not good. That's you're in a depressive state and you got to get out of there, dude. Listen, man, I say that as someone who's been there. You got to get out of there. I say that as somebody who might be there right now. You got to get out of there. Okay? Throw that console out the fucking window, dude. Anyway, I bought a PS5. Speaking of getting older and trying to figure out which hobbies to shed because they're wasting a lot of time, I got a PS5. Well, some people are streamers and they make money off of it. Yeah, well, I am not making no efforts towards that. No, actually, I am. I bought some equipment that makes it so I can stream. I'm thinking maybe when I get the PS5, I'll start streaming. And again, I understand someone might be listening to this and going, well, you should have a PC if you're going to stream, dude. That's the way to go. That's how to professionally play against people. Yeah, I don't want to be professional. I just want to I'm going to be a console boy, dude. Here's the thing. Consoles are for boomers, dude. And by boomers, I mean millennials, because that's apparently the terminology now. People say boomer, but I think they mean millennial. I think that the age gap is just becoming so fucking gigantic that Zoomers think millennials are boomers. And I know that not all of them do, but some of them are like, so young. Here's the thing is like the generational shit is so off all the time. Like what we're labeled as Gen Z, Gen X, whatever the fucking generation is. I don't know why Gen got missed for us. Are we a generation something? But we like to call it millennial? Is that am I missing something there? Is it because we were born at the millennia? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. All I'm going to sound is like an asshole. Anyway, but it is strange, right? Like I know Zoomers who don't think they're Zoomers, and I know millennials who don't think they're millennials. They think they're whatever the thing before them was. Because nobody knows the specific age, so at a certain point we kind of insert ourselves into our own fucking one, And then there's always an asshole, and I was that asshole recently to somebody of like, well, let me look it up. Actually, you are a Zoomer. I did that to somebody recently and they were pissed. I don't know why they were fucking so pissed. They were so mad. Probably because I was saying Zoomer, It's probably the same thing if somebody was like, you're a moomer. It's funny how boomer and Zoomer got created because now millennial sounds fine. It used to be millennial was the fucking major insult. It was all millennials are destroying the world. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. And now boomer and Zoomer makes millennial just sound chill as fuck. It's just a chill word now. Anyway, what am I talking about? Oh, I got a PS5. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so this is what happened. My friend follows this guy on Twitter. I think his name's like Wario64 or something like that. Chill guy, chill account. I didn't know about this account at all. I wish somebody had told me sooner. It's kind of fucked up when you reveal your interests to somebody. I guess they don't know, or maybe they assume. There's too much assuming that other people know what you know. That's a lot of no's. That's my expertise on podcasts. I just say the same fucking word over and over again until the person listening goes, Jesus Christ, can you say something else? Vary up your speech, fuckface. I think that because you don't want to assume that somebody knows what you know, or you don't want to not assume that. You don't want to tell somebody something. It's worse to tell someone something that they already know as if they don't know it than to assume they know something and then later go, oh, you didn't know that? Oh, well, this is the thing. Because you're not insulting their intelligence then. But you could be accidentally insulting their intelligence if you tell them something they already know like they don't know it. Does that make sense? Anyway, I feel like that mentality makes moments like this happen where I've voiced many times, I want a console. I'm trying to pre-order a PS5. I want to know when the pre-orders are happening. And then my friend sends me a link from this Mario 64 account. Or Wario64, I think it is. Did I say that at first? I don't know. I think it's Wario. Wario64 is the Twitter account, apparently. He sends me a link of Xbox pre-orders are now out from that account. And I'm like, oh, what's this account? And then I see the comments are like people being like, oh, thanks to Wario64, I've pre-ordered or whatever. And then I mentioned it to my other friend later, and he goes, oh, yeah, I always followed Wario64 when I wanted to get a pre-order on this or that. And I'm like, why are all of my friends not telling me about this fucking thing? You're all using this goddamn Twitter account that I have no idea about. Meanwhile, I have voiced to you multiple times, oh, I would love to pre-order a console. And then all you motherfuckers are checking on goddamn Wario64, and then When it's fucking too late, you're like, oh yeah, you don't follow that guy? He's the one who shows all the pre-orders. Help your boy out is what I'm saying. Anyway, it's not a big deal. These are good friends. They're nice people. I'm just fucking around. Anyway, so Wario64 posts it, right? And then I see I go to get an Xbox, and then what happens is I get to the cart and I actually get a pre-order in, and then it says like no location within like 150 or 250 miles of the Best Buy that you put in. So I was like, first of all, I don't want an Xbox. Second of all, I don't want to travel to a fucking Best Buy like 250 miles away. I don't even know what that fucking means. So I hit like save for later, and then it like got rid of the pre-order accidentally. And for a second I was like, oh damn it. But then I was like, I don't want that. Like I don't want an Xbox, so why am I even upset? I just wanted to know that it's possible. It's possible to get into the cart and have the opportunity to actually pre-order the thing. Because so far, every time I've tried to do it, I don't get in. And it makes me mad. Anyway, so I'm looking at Wario64, the comments on it, and up until this point, I'm thinking like, the reason why I can't get a console or get a pre-order in is because, it just gets flooded with so many people who want it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm innocently thinking, oh yeah, it's all a bunch of people trying to pre-order a console they want for themselves. That's what it is. It's just a bunch of gamers who are fans and who want to have an enjoyable holiday. But then I read the comments, and the horrible truth that I knew but forgot was revealed to me again. And it was this guy going, oh, hell yeah. Thanks to Wario64, I've now pre-ordered 3 PS5s and 5 Xboxes. And I immediately am filled with, what, dude? What is that? But that's enough where I'm like, well, maybe he's just getting it for friends. I mean, it still is too much. Or he said two Xboxes and 3 PS5s or vice versa, whatever. 5 consoles in total. So I'm thinking maybe he's got brothers. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's for his fam. I don't know. So then someone comments underneath it, hey, do you really need 3, dude? Or do you really need 5 or whatever number he said? And then somebody else goes, yeah, he does, dude. I personally ordered. He said, yeah, he does, man. Good for you, bro. I personally ordered 10 PS5s. I have 10 PS5s on pre-order and 5 Xboxes. I'm about to make so much fucking money off of this. And when I read that, I was filled with rage. I was so fucking just like, you piece of shit. You fucking garbage human being. And then it became a battle on Twitter of like, I would say 80% of people were being like, you guys are pieces of shit. What kind of piece of shit does that? And then 20% of people were like, it was interesting because the guy who did the initial comment, like, kept commenting back. It was like, holy shit, like, wow, people were really mad. I didn't realize how mad people would be about this. So to his credit, he was like kind of feeling guilty about it. Which I would feel guilty. Like, you don't do that, dude. Don't do that. You're just making money off of people really wanting something badly. And it's not a thing of like these people are lazy and they're not trying to pre-order. They are. And then that got me pissed off because then this is what happened. The people messaging who bought all the consoles were like, yeah, I feel like people just aren't trying hard enough because every time a pre-order happens, I get it immediately. It's like, no, they are trying. There's just people like you who are trying to make money off this shit, who are getting there faster, and you're getting 10 at a fucking time. I don't know how you do that. I don't know if you're using bots. I don't know how many accounts you're fucking using at once. I shouldn't have to open up 20 tabs and hit add to cart on all of them to hopefully get a console. No, we should all, if you just got one, like a normal fucking person, if we all just got a console for ourselves so everybody can fucking eat, then then we wouldn't have this problem, fuckface. It shouldn't be that hard to get one is the point. Not we should try harder at getting something that brings us joy. Like, fuck off, dude. And then who are you selling that to? You're not selling it to some asshole. Unless you're selling it to somebody else who's going to fucking sell it to somebody else. So it's just a constant cycle of no one fucking using the product. Just everyone scalping the fuck out of it to make a couple extra $100. Fuck that, dude. You're just fucking over somebody who like really wants to play something. You're just fucking with somebody's joy. Some people, this console is all they got. It's like all they got to fucking look forward to in life, and you're making them buy it for $900 fucking bucks. Okay, I need money desperately right now, and I'm not upselling consoles like a piece of shit. What the fuck, dude? You're a cunt, dude. Console scalpers are cunts. They are. Fuck you, dude. Dude, that's business. Yeah, business is often shitty and cruel. Okay? Most of business is cunty. I hate that too. It goes into what I said before. Of people just make excuses to be fuckfaces. To be jerks. That's another one. Dude, that's capitalism. Dude, that's how business works, bro. That's how you fucking grind. You don't have to grind like that. That's how you chose to fucking make some cash, okay? Dude, do it with something you don't like, all right? That's what pisses me off. People who are like doing it with consoles and they're going to play the console. They're going to play video games. I don't know. I don't know if any of this fucking makes sense. Just don't do that, dude. Don't do it, okay? And here's what I guess I'm really saying. Don't buy from scalpers. Fuck them. Just don't do it. Because if you don't buy it from people like that, there'll be no market for it. People won't do it. And sometimes that's the unfortunate part of the fucking world we live in is that like sometimes you gotta have self-control enough to not buy something for it to not happen. You just have to. If you want people to stop, and I mean maybe you don't. Maybe you're fucking fine with scalping and you'll buy a console at a more expensive rate to get it early. I mean I did that not with a scalper. The console I got was through GameFly, which who the fuck knew GameFly still existed? I mean, I basically bought a scalper-priced console. I just didn't buy it from a scalper. That's how much I'm like, fuck scalpers. I'm not doing it. How many times can I say scalper? 7 more, probably. Scalper. But I don't know. Fuck them, dude. Fuck them. I'll buy an $800 PS5 from GameFly, dude. As long as it's not an $800 PS5 from a fucking asshole who pre-ordered 10 of them and killed the fucking happy holidays of 7 people. Fuck you, dude. You know? Fuck it. Anyway. Yeah. Right after the Xbox, my friend sent me the Xbox thing. I got a notification from GameSpot. Shout out to GameSpot for making me waste my fucking money. But it was like GameFly pre-order for console bundle for members only, exclusively for members only. So I was like, GameFly? What? I had a GameFly when I was like fucking 17. I don't even know how old I was. It was like beginning of Netflix. It was like right after Netflix came out, GameFly came out, and I remember I thought I was like super hip to it. It was when GameFly was brand new. I was like, holy shit, you can rent games? Fuck. It was before they had like giant sales for games, like on Steam and I guess even on Steam, because Steam at first was the only thing that did like the giant fucking holiday sales and shit, and now consoles have finally caught up to that. But it was before they sold games for dirt cheap, so the only way to play games that like you were interested in but didn't want to ever pay full price for was renting them. And so at that time, GameFly was sick, and I liked GameFly. But I thought for sure either they went all digital or like that does not exist. Also, I was confused because it would be like if Netflix was like, pre-order this special TV with a Netflix with a Netflix membership. It's like, what? Like, I didn't know GameFly still existed with discs, and also I didn't know GameFly, if it did exist, would be selling consoles. What? I didn't know they could, I don't know what just happened. I just fucking choked. I didn't know they, I guess it makes sense because if they're shipping discs, they can ship you a console. But I didn't know they had that in stock, baby. But thank God they did. Anyway, I made a pre-order, and I got it. And I felt bad at first because it ended up being like $800 because it came with Spider-Man, and it also came with It came with 9 months of their premium membership for a discounted price. So I guess it's a steal. But for a hot second, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I should just be patient and wait for it to fucking come out. Should just wait in line to get one at the store. But then a couple hours later, I checked back on the site and it was sold out. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm glad I did it. If these things are such a hot commodity that GameFly did a special membership thing and it's still sold out on GameFly, that means that it's going to be hard to get one of these things. And even if it's not, I don't know, I like it enough and I'm that much of a fucking psycho, impatient asshole when it comes to things like this that I'm like, I feel better just having it, Yeah, anyway. But guess I'm going to be using GameFly a lot. Guess I'm going to be using fucking GameFly a lot. Which in the long run, 9 months worth of free premium membership. That's like 2 games a month. I'm gonna end up wasting a lot of times in games that I wouldn't have played otherwise. Or just not buying the games that I was gonna already buy, which is fine. Which might in the long run be a good thing, And then I start thinking like maybe it's better to have a rental subscription because then you don't ever buy the game. So eventually you have to return it, and if you return it, you don't just keep playing it over and over again like a fucking dumbass, wasting your goddamn time. Because it's so tempting to just throw on a podcast and play a game you've already beaten before and just kill 2 fucking hours when you're like, I could have been writing, I could have been filming something. I could have been doing something more productive. But I didn't. But I will, dude. I will. GameFly is going to make me more fucking productive. I hope. Anyway. Yeah. I don't have much. Everything I wrote down is too long for the 4 minutes I have left of this podcast. Oh, I guess I'll just say, did you guys watch the debates? I guess I'll talk about this real quick for 3 minutes or whatever it is. Yo, they were funny. Dude, they were funny as fuck. I could not stop laughing. They were funny, man. They just were. Hilarious. Like there's no I don't know any other way to put it. They were so funny. They just were, man. Like I don't know. I was glad I watched it with the people I watched it with because I felt like I added levity to it that wouldn't have otherwise been there. Because a lot of people watch it and they take the stakes of the world with them when they watch it, And because it's 2 people competing to be president, and that's an important title in our democracy, people take it very seriously, even though it's become a total shit show. So I just take it for what it's become, which is a shit show that you should be laughing at. You should be, okay? Like, the way Biden the whole time, every time Trump said something, Biden would do this. What the hell? He kept making faces like, what the hell, man? And then he keeps being, and then to Trump, he kept referring to Trump and be like, come on, man. This guy's crazy. Come on, man. He was talking like he saw fucking Uncut Gems an hour ago. Come on, give me another shot. Joe Biden was full Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems. Come on, man. You gotta buy this gem from me. And then Trump was just like, who built the cages, Joe? Who built them? Who built the fucking cages? It was a fun time, dude. It was funny. And he's like, well, I'm not going to answer that. But we didn't separate the kids, you fuck. And then he's like, Obama sucked. Obama did this. And then Biden was like, yeah, well, I'm going to be fucking president, not VP, all right? Okay? Well, he took out a Fig Newton and munched on it. No, he didn't. That would have been badass, though. That's what he should have been fucking doing, dude. I don't know. I just thought it was very funny. There was good back and forth. They actually debated one another. I thought it was in these fucking dumb times, it was as much as you could have wanted from a debate like that. It was. And I thought it was funny as fuck. I just want here, well, there's no more debates. I just think there was a huge missed opportunity with the Fig Newton thing. Joe Biden should have at least taken one out and fucking eaten it, right? He talked that clip for his podcast that he had. The main clip was him talking to his co-host about Fig Newtons and how good they are and how they're the best on-the-go snack in the world. And yet I didn't see him once on the go pull out a loose Fig Newton from his pocket. Come on, dude. Come on, man. In the words of Joe Biden, come on, man. Why don't you take a Fig Newton out? Where is his Fig Newton, dude? Come on. I wanted to see that shit, dude. I want him to pull out a Lucy and fucking munch on that jam, dude. I wanted to see him pull out a loose Fig Newton and then Trump shit on him for it and them argue. Him be like, do you see this? Do you see this old man? He eats loose Fig Newtons from his pocket. That's a linty Fig Newton that he's munching on. And then Biden's just like, yeah, that's right. That's right. That is a loose Fig Newton. That's because I'm prepared. I don't see you with any fucking snacks in your pocket, Mr. President, you dumb fuck. Oh, that's because I ate before, fuckface. And he's like, I don't give a shit. Fig Newtons are delicious. I'm sorry that I'm chewing on mic, but Fig Newtons are very good. I have another loose one in my left pocket as well, and I'll eat them all fucking presidency. Guess what? You're about to vote in a president who eats Fig Newtons, not some fuckface who eats goddamn McDonald's every day. I eat Fig Newtons. That's healthy. They may be loose and linty, but the lint adds to my antioxidants. I don't give a fuck. What the food I eat gives me wind. Wind's good. Wind is inside of my asshole. I don't give a fuck about wind. Wind is a fucking figment of my imagination. Fig Newtons are delicious, and that's real and tangible. I believe in America and America's Fig Newtons. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Fuck you. Anyway, why didn't that happen, dude? That could have happened. We could have had a Fig Newton argument on a presidential debate. But fucking Biden did not come through and fucking have that Fig Newton, and that's why I'm not voting for him. Okay? The Fig Newton was the one issue. I'm a one-issue voter, and that issue was seeing Biden eat a Fig Newton, and that's all I needed to fucking vote, and he didn't do it, so fuck that. Anyway, that's the end of the podcast. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit.